Henseling is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, at this time, I yield 2 minutes to the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Neugebauer.
The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Neugebauer, is recognized for 2 minutes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, a lot of discussion here this morning about who we're protecting. Well, really, the reason we're here today is to protect the future of America. You know, they're throwing around a lot of large numbers here, but I think what we need to do is put in perspective of what we're talking about today. I want to talk to you about a little family that's making $24,000 a year. Unfortunately, this family is spending $37,000 a year, so they're spending $13,000 more a year than they're making. And they just got their credit card statement the other day, Mr. Speaker, and they found out they owe $157,000 on their credit card. And people out there would say, that's a family that doesn't have a future. Unfortunately, the family that I'm just talking about here, Mr. Speaker, is the United States of America, because I took the 8 zeros off at the front of these numbers that we're kicking around today. So I think the American people ought to be excited that we're here today, you know, making a start. And let me point out, this is just a start to addressing a very large problem. And so when we go into some of the programs out there, like the Consumer Protection Financial Bureau, basically that was tucked inside the Fed, has no accountability. That was the reason I was pleased to introduce H.R. 1355 to bring accountability to that. The American people deserve accountability, and they also deserve for this body to come together and work on this very large problem, because as has been pointed out, a lot of the things that we actually vote on, in fact, this $13,000 deficit, if we eliminated the part of spending that we are talking about voting on in these appropriation bills, it only eliminate $11,000 of that deficit. And so this family would still have a $2,000 budget deficit even after we eliminate all of the programs that we vote on. Mr. Speaker, this is the business that we are supposed to be about. Let's work together and protect the future of our children and our grandchildren so that they will have a future, they will have an opportunity to have jobs and opportunities in America. With that, Mr. Speaker, I yield back. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Neugebauer, yields back. The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Henseling.